following program does not necessarily reflect the views, opinions, or policies of the City of Oceanside, its elected officials, KOCT, its board of directors, or staff.
Welcome to this edition of EC Spectrum, a talk show produced by El Camino's video production class in collaboration with the kind and creative staff of KOCT. I'm Brad Gonzalez, and this is my co-host, Joseph Killeen.
As part of the Oceanside Promise, KOCT, along with the Digital Arts and Media Pathway at El Camino High School, is offering on-the-job training and preparing us to be college and career-ready students.
Leadership and vision are certainly the themes of today's show. First, we meet our principal, Mr. Kriedeman, who has inspired and influenced countless students to achieve to their full potential.
Next, we meet entrepreneurial pioneers and teachers here at El Camino, Christina Vasquez and Tom Voris. These trailblazers have created a path for their students to succeed in the business world.
Following that, we meet Senior Rivera, who holds an annual student-created Spanish film festival.
And finally, we meet the wildly passionate Josue Hernandez, who is constantly working at his craft of inspiring his fellow students.
But first, let's give a warm welcome to Mr. Kriedeman. Thank you for joining us today.
Happy to be here.
Nice.
So, Mr. Kriedeman, have you always wanted to be a principal?
You know, I didn't ever want to be a principal. And I taught for almost 18 years, 19 years, and I never thought I was going to be a principal.
Really?
And kind of landed in an assistant principal's job, and I thought it was a blast. And then things just happened, and it's been a really great career change. It's been cool. I love it now.
What did you initially want to be as like a child?
Well, before I wanted to be a teacher, I was going to be an electronics engineer, which is part of the reason I love technology so much, I guess. But then I became a teacher because my family had been teachers, and it just seemed like a great job. And I was a youth director of my church.
Nice.
And so that helped me like, all right, I probably should do this.
Yeah, got those good leadership skills.
What is your overall goal for this campus?
I think my overall goal for this campus is that all students can passionately pursue all of their post-secondary options. We want everybody that walks in our door to leave with understanding their full potential and being able to really meet their full potential, figure out where they fit into the world, and just be happy in their career. Like, you know, find a job that really they go to and love.
So how do you use social media to help students do?
So I think a lot of what schools have lacked in the past is the ability to tell our story. We have amazing things that happen at El Camino and lots of schools that don't get told on the media. And so you hear the media about all the bad stuff that happens, but through social media, through tweets and things like that. The other thing is at a school like El Camino where we have 120 teachers and we have so many classrooms, I can't be every place all the time. And the amazing teachers are always doing amazing things. And so through social media, when they post a tweet, I can know about something even though I wasn't able to be in the room that day.
Nice.
How do you inspire your students to achieve both in and out of the classroom?
Well, we have our daily message, which is about bringing passion and intensity to everything you do every day. But a lot of it is just trying to support students to figure out what it is that's just going to make them fly. And some of that's done through helping our teachers, because we have such passionate teachers that really want to help our students. What I get to do is figure out how to help them inspire students.
Yeah.
That's great.
What is your favorite Twitter account that you follow? Because you know you're really active on social
my
media.
favorite Twitter account. Oh, that's a great question. I really like Dr. Shigela. He's a friend of mine who's a principal in Vista, and he always has a lot of good social media stuff that I follow.
Nice.
Cool. Many students want to get to know their principal more. What can you tell them about yourself?
Well, I have twins that are 13. They're going to be freshmen next year. Boy, girl. So my wife and I have had zero experience. There's no learning curve with kids. Like we experience both sexes, both at the same time, whatever they're going through every year. We like kayaking. We like kayaking at the harbor. We like kayaking in the mountains. We like rock climbing as a family. We like hiking, a lot of outdoor stuff.
So really active. Yeah, that's awesome.
It's pretty cool.
Really awesome.
Hey, last question. Do you have a message for the El Camino community?
I think for the El Camino community is just to continue to find what makes you tick, makes you happy, and reach out to our community, because I think our school can really be a center of the community, that our community, it's kind of like this hidden gem. We do such amazing things and we can offer so much to the community. And if they don't know about us, they, we can invite them in. And so I'm hoping our students just get inspired to just change the world. Like find the thing that helps to change the world.
Thank you so much for coming today, Mr. Kriedeman. It's great to see a principal inspire his students. After the break, tune in for the teachers of the EC entrepreneurial class, Tom Voris and Christina Vasquez.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, yeah.
Hey, Hard, what's this?
That's my resignation letter.
You're resigning. Why?
Because you're constantly ignoring me. You're half as active as you used to be, and you eat stuff like this. You've been putting me under a lot of pressure lately. That's why I'm ready to quit.
I forgot. I'll do better. Please.
Don't quit on me. Okay. But remember, it's not what you say, it's what you do.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you.
Let's go for a walk.
Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
Welcome back to EC Spectrum. Here we have entrepreneurial pioneers, Mr. Voris and Ms. Vasquez. So, how did this entrepreneurial program come about?
Started with Dr. Kriedeman, our principal. He came, approached us, and from there we did our research. We went out to the community, talked to some of the local businesses here in Oceanside, and decided that we needed to change some things. So, and the business began from there.
Yes.
Awesome.
What were your initial expectations?
So our expectations, we really didn't have anything. We were taking lots of risks with this course. We were hoping that students would really pursue their passions, and it has exceeded our expectations. We are more than happy. It's blown up, and it's been amazing.
Great. How does this program set your students up for success?
Well, one of the things that we learned going to the local businesses, that they really wanted our students to have the soft skills needed to be successful on whatever it was. And we felt that this course really taught them that and gave them that empowerment to be successful.
Yes, we really focused on soft skills, communication, collaboration, effective interaction between people, and the local businesses were saying that they're lacking that, not only in interviews, but in the workplace. So we're hoping that that is what we students are getting.
Interesting.
What would you say like one of the biggest obstacles in this program was?
Is unschooling them.
Unschooling them, yes.
Because they wanted to know, well, what do you want? Is there a specific exam? We're going, no, we want you to pursue your passion. And a lot of them didn't know what their passion was. They didn't even have it. They never really thought before. And
Yes.
so that's what we had to, that was our biggest obstacle at first.
This class revolves around Google's 20% time, where they get
Really?
an hour each week to research their passion and then connect with somebody in the community to see what it's like professionally in that industry. So when we told them pursue your passion, they said, well, we don't know what that is. And that broke our hearts. So we knew that this class was needed because we want them to figure out what their passion is, to find their place in the world of work so they can be successful.
Thank you, Mr. Voris and Ms. Vasquez, for joining us today. We really admire what you're doing at El Camino. It's really
Thank you.
awesome to see like all you guys do. And now we're going to showcase a little of what Oside Culture is about.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Acted all alright, had no need to fight tonight. Cast me far away, play these little games, acting all okay, today. Cast me far away, play these little games, acting all okay, today.
Wow, that was awesome. It's
great
really,
to hear.
it's really cool seeing students getting involved in their community early on in life.
And that
Do you guys-
video was made by a student.
Made by
Really?
students.
Oh, that was
That's
great,
so
great
cool.
filmmaking
Student
right there.
created
Yeah.
products, digital media, everything.
So I have a question for you guys. Will next year's class just retain the same Oside Culture brand, or will it be like entirely different?
Oside Culture is moving to sophomore year.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be
Alright.
a combination with the world history classes, and we have about 80 students moving on.
And the freshman classes coming in are going to be starting their new businesses.
Will you have anything else you want to add before we switch?
come go to osideculture.com. Check us out.
Check it out.
Sunset Market on Thursdays. Come see us. We're there.
That's right. Thank you guys so much for coming today, and we wish you the best of luck in your business. And after the break, tune in for Spanish teacher Mr. Rivera.
If back pain is keeping you from doing what you love, we want you to know about the Mazor Robotics Renaissance System, an innovation in spine surgery first offered in San Diego at Tri-City Medical Center. Meet Dr. Payam Moazes. Dr. Moazes is among the most experienced surgeons using the Mazor Robotics Renaissance Guidance System. This system is 99% accurate, requires a shorter hospital stay, is safer and less invasive. Recover faster. Get back to doing what you love. Tri-City Medical Center. Advanced healthcare for you.
Welcome back to EC Spectrum. With us now is Mr. Rivera, who is in charge of a student-led annual Spanish Film Festival. So, Mr. Rivera, how long has this festival been going on for?
Well, this festival has been going on probably about 8 years. 9 years, yes.
That's crazy.
So you've been teaching for a good number of years. What is different from your first year and your last year? Like, what have you learned as a teacher?
Well, I have been working at a Camino High School as a Spanish teacher for 25 years.
Wow.
I would say one of the major difference, or the biggest difference versus the beginning of my career versus the end of my career would be the lack of experience. As a new teacher, you come in and you have a lot of good ideas. You're trained at a college level, but you really don't know how the students are going to react to your teaching. It's all, every day is different. So new teachers need to have a lot of composure. They need to have a lot of energy. They need to have a lot of faith in what they do. And it's a lot of time. I mean, there's a lot of trial by error, and sometimes activities that you think, oh, they're going to be great, and you spend time trying to put together, planning this activity. It doesn't work. Kids don't like it, or you don't have the results that you want. At the end of your career, you have so much experience, and you have learned so much by your past years' success and failures, and sometimes by observing other teachers. There's so much. There's so much that you have learned over the years that it's a big difference. But you're young when you start, and you just got to keep moving ahead.
Which year do you think had the best film festival?
Which year? I believe that I haven't really, it's a tie. Actually, I would say it's a tie. I had a group of students when I first started the film festival, and they actually did 3 movies, 3 films. The first one was for the whole class. Everybody had to do a short movie film, and they did really great. It was like a 007 type of movie or film. They did one over the Christmas break because they loved so much doing films. And then I have the one at the end of the year, which is like their final exam. That was a little longer and was really good. The other one that I think was really good is the one that I believe we're going to see today.
Really? Okay. And now we're going to showcase a winning film from a previous festival.
¿Quiénes son ustedes?
Nosotros somos los cazafantasmas. Ramón. ¡Chiro! ¡Cállate! Pon la bicicleta ya. ¿Y Chiro?
Creo que mi esposo les llamó.
Pues si él nos llamó, él llamó a los mejores cazafantasmas del estado entero.
¡Los mejores! Juan, ven para acá.
¿Ustedes son los que llamé?
Sí, los cazafantasmas.
Pues vengan para adentro, nos toman un asiento.
Muchas gracias.
¡Chivo! Ya voy.
Wow, that was spectacular. It's really great to see how you integrate Spanish and filmmaking into.
Great. I know it is.
It's really
yeah,
cool.
it was a great show. As a matter of fact, they integrate all different sections of Spanish. There's reading involved, there's a film also, and there's also writing involved. But this is the final exam, so there's more into it.
Last question. What are your plans for retirement?
Well, that's a good question. You know, you have all this time, but I think I'm going to do a lot of fishing and golfing.
A lot of fishing and golfing.
Yes.
All right.
Thanks for joining us today, Mr. Rivera. And next up, we have motivational speaker Jose Hernandez after the break.
This is the story of a boy who is very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help, and slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Now with us, Josue Hernandez and Draco Alva. So, how did you first start your motivational speaking career?
So with me personally, it first started off in elementary school when I was bullied. And I was in a state of not having any self-esteem. But it wasn't until I actually went to my local church where I was asked to be part of the youth council leadership, where I was given a position where I can actually lead classes, lead lessons about what my faith is to my fellow peers. And from there, I realized I had one of my greatest gifts, public speaking. So that's where I found out how I was able to reach more people through the heart using my voice.
What about you, Draco?
So my motivational speaking, I wouldn't really consider it motivational speaking. It's more of an empowerment towards my community, the Latino community. I want to empower them to be able to do well in their educational ventures and then be able to get great jobs to give opportunities to, you know, people in their shoes right now. So just empowering the youth of Latinos to, you know, kind of just build up and get better positions.
Right on.
So what does it mean to be a student leader?
A student leader. It means one that's true with the word, one to be able to recognize when mistakes happen, and one to be able to go around and acknowledge what needs to be done in order to make a change. But that change cannot happen within the campus unless that change happens within the student themselves. So they have to be walking the talk.
Draco, how about you?
Yeah, just going along with what he said, it's that one student who can kind of rise above and pull everyone together to come together to, you know, achieve that final goal and achieve that what you're really coming together to do. So it's that one person who can kind of bring their team together and then create that synergy that's needed.
Nice. Do you hope to make your speaking into a full-time career?
I do, yes.
I do not. I want to be a biomedical engineer.
Oh, nice.
So speaking, you said it was easy for you at the start?
Yes.
Yeah. Has it been easy for you, Draco?
Yes.
It's always been easy for both of you? That's interesting.
Do you both have any major role models that you follow or are inspired by?
One of my main role models for myself, it has to be my sister. Yes, hands down.
Why is that?
With my sister, well, she always tells me when life gets rough, she's always been there for me and told me how I need to approach situations. And she's always been able to be that individual for me where I can actually acknowledge as she actually walks the talk and is already this big person who I know I want to be in their shoes with her work ethic and her just not giving up. I know that I want to be able to chase my dreams as much as she's been able to do hers.
That's awesome. What about you, Draco?
And then my role model would be my dad. He immigrated to this country alone when he was 15 years old. Wow. And then from there, he went from sending $100 out of his $106 paycheck back to Mexico to, you know, being able to, you know, eventually get a master's degree and then have a good job and a good family. And, you know, that kind of perseverance, that overcoming adversity is just something to admire.
All right.
Inspiring, yeah.
Well, as we wrap up this interview, is there anything you'd like to tell the entire Wildcat community?
Yeah, I'm going to tell them that next year, I want everyone at El Camino to join Youth Success Week, which is a club that Josue and I participated in it. The connections you make to achieving your dreams and that inspiration you get from role models that we've met through Youth Success Week, you can't get it at any other club. And anyone who has a dream now that wants to go for it now, not wait till college, should join Youth Success Week.
What about you, Josue? Do you have any messages you want to say to the Wildcat community?
Wildcat community is stand out. As Wildcats, we're one. That's it. And change, whatever. I know a lot of this happens with a lot of us. Is that you will hear a lot of people saying that they don't like one thing or a lot of things within the community. And what my message is, if they don't like something, be that change first. And then by you being that change, you'll be able to change the entire campus. But you must first walk the talk.
All right, that's awesome. Thank you for joining us, guys. It's great to have student leaders here at the studio, and just thank you for coming.
Thank you, Josue. Draco, it's been a pleasure. Thank you all for watching, and make sure to tune in next month for the next episode of Oceanside Spectrum.